It was a nightmare.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jay Gott, and man, it's been a while since I did a video, but this video is kind of a response to King Krapachi's video from the NX Hypocrisy and the Nintendo fan base, something like that. I'm sorry, I know I'm not saying the right title, but you get what I'm saying. And this is more or less in the comment section area, like this comment right here, where I stated that 4K on a PC will cost about $1,400, and on the console, it's not gonna happen. And the person replied back stating that on the PC is different. Nintendo doesn't build with PC parts; they use their own, and that considering how technology works, it's totally possible. Look, Nintendo builds with PC parts, period, and they all do. You know, that's just what it is. That's just what reality is. Because you can find pretty much the same parts in PC world, and you can purchase them. Now, what my comment was stating that it's not possible for this to happen because a lot of console gamers, or I guess a large majority, me including, would not spend over nowhere near over $1,000 for a gaming console. I don't think so. And also, I don't think it's gonna happen. I have a bet. I bet my bottom dollar is not gonna happen because they're having a hard time mastering 1080-60 being locked. So if they can't do locked 1080-60, what makes you think they can do 4K at 60 or targeting 60? I really don't see how that's gonna work. I mean, you know, I don't see how that's gonna happen overnight or over 2 years from now or whenever they're planning on releasing it. Don't really see it happening. They have a hard time doing things now. I mean, hell. And another comment, I might not put this one up though, but this guy was saying that, you know, when Nintendo's art style is, I can see this happening because they don't use photorealistic, you know, art, I guess you can say, right? But even then, it's still not gonna happen. I mean, like, that pixel count has to be there, and the resolution definitely has to be there as well. And on a technical side, you need to have, you know, X amount of VRAM and processing power to back it up as well. And that right there, even going on today's prices, it's well over, you know, $1,500, you know, to get 4K 60. That's excluding the monitor, you know what I mean? So unless you're willing to spend $2,000 on a console, excluding games, you know, hey, go right ahead. But it's not, I mean, you gotta be realistic on this, you know, and this is more going out to people in the fan base that are gun-ho on the 4K coming, 4K at 60, targeting 60 coming. I mean, really, I don't know, you know, and I seriously don't see it happening. I really don't, you know what I mean? Nintendo hasn't really done anything to show that they're gonna do that, and unless, like, okay, I'll put it this way: unless Nintendo's willing to release their specs on their hardware and show some actual concrete footage of it being at 4K 60, then it's not gonna happen, man. Until then, it's just smoke and mirrors, you know. And I guess I'll end the video here. I really don't have much to say after this, but I will go ahead and throw up this other video from Linus Tech Tips from their last WAN show they had this past Friday, talking about this briefly and how these guys are tech guys. You know, that's what they do, and you can take what they say as pretty concrete. I mean, until we get something that shows us and some concrete evidence, it's smoke and mirrors right now. But anyways, the game you're watching right now is Tales of Hysteria. Badass game so far, and you should pick it up. But anyways, I'm Jay Gott, and I'm out.
So here's a rumor, and the original post here seems to be from Nintendo forums, so I'm really not sure how this qualifies as news, but it's in our doc for some reason, so we might as well talk about it. Yeah. If for no reason other than to talk about how console rumors should all be completely ignored, because most of them come from console fans, and no offense, but it seems like a lot of the really rabid console fans have no idea what the hell they're talking about when it comes to hardware.
The Xbox One can play 4K. Remember that?
It's like,
Remember how big of a thing that was?
Yeah. It's like, actually,
720p on like everything.
And you know what? The stupid thing is you can't even talk to these people because you're like, okay, let's take a step back for a minute here. Okay. It has an HDMI 1.4 port. Okay. So let's take a step back from that and let's look at it. An HDMI 1.4 port. No, the Xbox One is not magic. No, it is not magic. Okay, so let's take a step back again. Not magic. It's not magic. Okay, HDMI 1.4. That means 3840 by 2160, 30 FPS max. Okay? So you're either playing at 30 FPS, which is not cinematic. No, it's not cinematic. Or you're playing at 1080p. And then they didn't even get that.
Or you're actually going to end up playing at 720p.
They got cinematic 960p. Oh, that's rough. Anyway, so the rumor here at any rate is that, and part of this makes a little bit of sense because relative to what console gamers are used to, an updated Nintendo console might look like something super powerful right now because Nintendo has gone ahead with that rumored strategy, it looks like, of more frequent release cycles. I mean, the other console guys are also rumored to be working on replacements much sooner than the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 got replaced. But now we're seeing rumors that Nintendo is actually pushing forward with the Nintendo NX, and we could be seeing it relatively soon. So a faster refresh cycle midway through a longer cycle from your competitors could put you, hardware-wise, in a much more competitive place without spending more. This is something that we've talked about a lot regarding future-proofing, the concept of future-proofing on the PC, where actually, compared to buying a single $5,000 computer, you are much better off buying a modest $1,500 computer today.
Modest.
Waiting, well, relatively modest, versus going completely like over the top and quad SLI this and that. Buying just sort of a bang for the buck computer now, waiting 2 years while you're having a great gaming experience with that, buying another one, then you have like an extra computer, waiting another couple years, buying another one. That strategy, you spent $500 less, and I guarantee you, by the end of that period of time, by the time games are coming out that are actually leveraging the better hardware, that last computer you have is way better than the one that you would have bought for $5,000 in the first place. This is something we've talked about time and time again. You only buy a super expensive computer if you just don't care. If you're just like, whatever, don't care, then that's fine. That's cool. Go for it. But
there's even better reasons for stuff like water cooling because a lot of times you can step those up very easily.
Things like, well, monitors not so much anymore. I used to say that, but monitor technology is moving so fast right now.
Yeah.
Speakers. Okay. Speakers. Yeah. A great pair of headphones. Actually, I think peripherals are changing slowly enough now that you buy a great gaming mouse.
They had like a little crazy burst.
There was a burst.
And then they kind of stopped.
And then now it's kind of, okay, you either want Cherry or Kaiwa switches and or Razer switches. Kaiwa. So I would say, yeah, you buy peripherals, things you interact with every day. I do believe in spending a fair bit of money on, but the actual, like the CPU or the storage is a great one. Never overbuy storage. Just get what you need and expand it as you go. Anyway, so the rumor is they will have incredibly powerful hardware in the Nintendo NX. And it was said that one software demo included with the kit crunches so many polygons that it's currently impossible to run at 60 FPS using a current generation Intel CPU and near top-of-the-line graphics card, which means nothing. Nothing. Can't emphasize that enough. It means nothing. So the point of this rumor topic is that we should ignore rumors.